If you've ever looked at your family tree and suddenly thought, wait a minute, how did that person get in there? You are definitely not alone. Today I want to talk about the biggest genealogy mistake I see over and over again. And honestly, this one mistake can completely destroy the accuracy of an entire family tree. The scary part is that most people making this mistake have absolutely no idea they're doing it. In fact, if you've been researching your family history for any length of time, there's a good chance you may have done this too. I know, because almost every genealogist has at some point, including me. So in this video, I'm going to show you exactly what that mistake is, why it happens so often, and most importantly, how to avoid it before it spreads through your tree and creates years of confusion. The biggest genealogy mistake is copying information into your family tree without verifying it first. That's it. It sounds harmless, and honestly, it sounds convenient. But this one habit causes an unbelievable number of errors online. Here's how it usually happens. You're researching late at night. You find another person's family tree. The name looks correct. The dates seem close enough. The location matches what you already know. So you click a button and add that person to your family tree. Done. Except maybe it's not done. Just because information appears in an online family tree does not mean it's accurate. Family trees are created by real people, and people make mistakes. Sometimes they guess, sometimes they rush through their research, and sometimes they copied the information from somebody else's incorrect tree. That's how one small mistake spreads into hundreds or even thousands of family trees online. Let me show you how easy this is to do. Imagine you're researching a man named John Miller. Right away, that's dangerous because it's such a common name. You find a John Miller born in Ohio in 1882, and everything seems to fit your ancestor perfectly. But after digging deeper, you discover there were actually 3 different John Millers born in Ohio around that same time. One stayed in Ohio, one moved to Indiana, and one moved to Iowa. If you attach the wrong John Miller to your tree, suddenly you've got the wrong parents, the wrong grandparents, and the wrong entire family line. Your tree may look impressive, but it's completely inaccurate. This is exactly why I always tell beginners that a small, accurate tree is far better than a giant, inaccurate one. So why does this happen so often? First, families reuse names constantly. You'll see several Williams, Johns, or Marys all living in the same county at the same time. Second, historical records themselves are not perfect. Sometimes names were misspelled. Sometimes ages were incorrect. Sometimes census takers wrote down the wrong information. And third, modern genealogy websites make it incredibly easy to copy information quickly. Websites like Ancestry and Family Search are wonderful tools, and I use them all the time. But the easier genealogy becomes, the easier it is to move too quickly and accidentally skip the verification process. So how do you avoid this mistake? Before you add anyone to your tree, I want you to be asking yourself one very important question. Can I actually prove this is the right person? Not assume, not hope, but prove. One of the best ways to do this is by using multiple records instead of relying on just one. Look for census records, marriage records, death certificates, obituaries, military records, probate files, and anything else you can find. When several records begin matching up together, that's when confidence starts building. For example, if the census says your ancestor was a farmer, the obituary says he was a farmer, and the marriage record places him in the same county, now you're building real evidence. That is what good genealogy research looks like. Another thing I want you to pay close attention to is locations. People in the past usually did not move around nearly as much as we do today. So if your ancestor suddenly appears in New York, then Texas, then California, within just a few years, that should make you stop and ask questions. Does this timeline make sense? Do the ages match? Do the spouse and children match? These little details matter much more than most beginners realize. And here's another tip that many new genealogists overlook. Don't just research the individual person. Research the people around them too. Pay attention to spouses, children, neighbors, and witnesses on records. Sometimes the best clues come from the family living next door in a census record or from a witness listed on a marriage certificate. Genealogy is often about studying the entire network of people, not just one individual ancestor. Here's a tip that can save you a massive headache later. If you are not completely sure about someone, don't attach them to your tree yet. Seriously, create a maybe list or keep research notes and come back later to that person when you have stronger evidence. That one habit alone can dramatically improve the accuracy of your family tree and save you from having to untangle major mistakes later on. And listen, even experienced genealogists make mistakes. This is normal. The goal is not perfection. The goal is building a family tree that you can trust, one based on evidence instead of guesses. So let's quickly recap. The biggest genealogy mistake is copying information without verifying it first. To avoid that mistake, use multiple records, check timelines carefully, pay attention to locations, research the entire family, and most importantly, slow down. Because in genealogy, fast research often creates slow problems later. If you found this helpful, please like this video and subscribe to my channel for more practical, beginner-friendly family history tips. And if you want to keep making progress in your family tree, watch this video next to continue your journey in how to build an accurate family tree. Well, that's it for today, folks. Thank you for watching, good luck with your research, and I'll see you in the next one.